What's up, guys? It is the Mixture Gaming here today, and I'm going to talk about something that I've experienced myself. And I've been hearing a lot of articles about it, and I've been hearing this and that from Microsoft. Today, I'm going to talk about the Xbox conversion to Windows PC. A lot of their games, their first-party exclusives, are coming out on Xbox One along with Windows 10 PC, and I think it's a great idea. I like how they're realizing that consoles are slowly dying out and they're not getting nearly as much attention as previous generations did. So while we also dominate the PC era technically, let's move it over to there. Let's integrate the two so that we don't die altogether. And Sony's even trying to do some form of it as well. But obviously, because Microsoft is the whole big deal, it's probably not going to work out as well as it does with the Xbox and the PC. Beyond all that, today I want to talk about one specific thing that I have already ran into that is going to be a problem with this, and it's going to be pay to win or pay to play. They've released several games for to play on PC from Windows. The main titles are Halo Wars 2. I think Gears of War 4 is definitely going to be on there when that comes out in a couple months, but Forza 6 is a big one as well. Gears of War Ultimate Edition is on there, but I haven't picked that up yet because I have it on my Xbox. I want to get it on PC, but it's a whole other $30 that I don't feel like putting out for a game that I already have, and honestly don't play it that much. I think running it in 4K on my computer isn't going to make me want to play it. I just don't like the game overall. But I want to talk about the free game that they have out called Forza 6 Apex. Now I know everyone's going to say, well, probably not say anything, but they're going to point out that it is in beta. And yes, while it's in beta, that only changes the gameplay. It doesn't change how they plan to sell the game. The way this game is, it runs beautiful. It's smooth as hell. I get around 45 to 55 frames when I max all my settings out, and it looks incredibly well. It looks beyond realistic, actually. But the thing is, I prefer a higher frame rate myself. But I toned down all the graphics to actually the default, which is medium to high settings on my GTX 970 graphics card, and it still put out amazing visuals with a frame rate of around 80 to 110. I think 97 was the average or something. So it runs well, and it is a very demanding game, and that was in 1080p. In 4K, you might want to bump up your graphics card a little bit, overclock it, get a 980 Titan, or even get to 1070 or whatever. But it runs well. Even on low settings, it looks better than any game on Xbox One, and most of the games I have on PC. But that's also because it's Forza. Forza is very graphics-based. Ridiculous amount of points. You unlock platinum medals. Now, you can't unlock 1 or 2 platinum medals. You automatically get all 3 platinum medals when you hit that benchmark of points. So each event, it's possible to get 6 medals with 12 events, which, if we do the math, it's pretty simple: 72 medals. The last car to unlock in the game requires 64 medals, so you're going to have to get platinum in at least 10 out of the 12 events to unlock that last car. Or you can buy each car early for 99 cents and taxes. That's my problem. This game, what I just said seems simple. Get a shit ton of points, get the car, right? No. Look at any forum that talks about this game. It's fixed from a couple months ago, it is. But look at any forum. You will see people doing nothing, but I'm not going to say bitching because it's absolutely reasonable. You'll see nothing but complaints about how hard this game is. You get more points by the harder you make the game, the more assists you turn off. So you have to turn off assisted braking, assisted steering, automatic driving instead of, you have to use manual. You can't use the driving line, tell you when to brake, when to accelerate. You have to make the AI harder. All these things you have to do to get more points, and they make it so you have to do the absolute extreme to get the most amount of points you can for those platinum medals. And if you can't get those platinum medals, you're going to get pissed off and just spend the dollar on the cars that you want. And there's a decent amount of cars in this game. It's not like Forza 5 or 6 where there's just a shit ton of cars and you can just race, get the credits. It's you have to get these medals, and if you're not good enough at the game, then oh well. I'm looking at a post right now. Actually, let me go find it. right here I'm on trueachievements.com, and I'm just searching different forums that kind of say stuff about the game. And somebody, Cinedoom, I think is how you pronounce that, I don't know, they posted this in May. So you're probably not going to be watching this, but I'm going to read directly from this post. They're saying, I play with all assists off except normal steering, manual without clutch, and sometimes braking line for perfect turns. Expert driver tars, which is only second to unbeatable. So unbeatable is 70% point boost, while expert is 55%. So while it's a huge boost, even with that, it's still nowhere near enough to get these platinum medals for almost any race in the game. To guarantee a win, I use high skilled, or I'd go with pro if third is enough, because some races only require you to come sixth or third and higher, and some races require you to come in first. Some races only require you to come in sixth, but there's an added bonus one to come in first. Now, your assist and your AI difficulty doesn't matter if you don't get more points in the objective, because if I have my difficulty increased so far that I get, say, 80% bonus on my points, if I miss that first place in the bonus achievements, I get 125,000 less points. So that's less points that my percentage comes off of. So that's a big chunk of what you need to get pushed to those platinum medals. And it's sort of bullshit. We're going to read on here. He says, and get every objective in every race. When I check leaderboards, I've ended up in top 400 or so out of 25,000 to 40,000 players. So this game has a decent audience. It has a decently big audience. And this is as of May. I'm recording this in the end of August, but none of this has really changed at all. It's pretty much the same. And still not getting a platinum medal. It's annoying that the game doesn't tell you the points required for each medal. No, it really doesn't until you're done the race, and then it shows you how many points you need for each medal. It has the benchmark for the first gold, the second gold, third gold, and all the way at the end is always the platinum medal. I can confirm that getting all the objectives with the settings above pretty much guarantees you the platinum. So with this said, those settings are not easy at all. They're very hard. And only the best of Forza players will be able to unlock all the cars. In a way, yes, it's a challenge, but it's not a challenge as much when you realize that players that aren't that advanced have to pay money to unlock those sweet cars that they want. Now, that's the same thing in regular main game Forza. There's a lot of DLC cars that are pretty cool that you gotta put out a hot buck to get when they drop, and they drop very frequently. However, this game is completely different, and I realize that yes, it's a free-to-play game that is a AAA title. Well, I wouldn't say AAA, but it's very popular on Xbox, and it's really big. It's a big popular title. A lot of people play it. A lot of people enjoy it, and to have that, it's wow. It's really just, they made it so hard. That's what they did. They made it so hard that people have to put out their money in order to get the cars, and it's, I want to say, it's not really fair. I can't say too much about it because I know I'm not the best, but if this guy says that the top 400 players and doesn't even have platinum medals, and there's 400,000 people playing, that's a very small percent of people that are able to unlock everything. That's beyond the difficult. That's just bullshit hard. It's bullshit hard, and I wouldn't say it as much if you didn't have to pay actual money for the cars. If I were able to go into free play and just grind the hell out of the game, just a shit ton of grind to get the credits. Say this car is in Forza 6 Apex and Forza 6 the actual game. Say the same cars in both games, but it's double the in-game credits in Apex as it is in the regular game. Then you have to grind the shit out of the races, but you still have a way of getting the car without putting money out of your pocket. That would have been great for the consumer. Of course, this is always going to be a better push for the business and Microsoft, but I just think it's a little bit bullshit that they made the game so hard that if you're not absolutely a Forza fucking pro, you won't be able to get all these cars without dropping some dimes. And like I said, each car is $1, but if you want to get, if there's 20 cars you can't get, and you're just not good enough to get them, each car's $1 plus tax. That builds up, and they'll make their money off of that because people will do that to play the game. There's a free play mode. There's not just those 12 races, so people will do that to get those cars. people will do anything. I only got it to play Forza 6 without buying Forza 6, and I wanted to see how it ran on PC. Like I said, I don't have any problem with how it runs, how it looks. It's just bullshit how you get the cars and how it's structured, and I hope they don't attempt to do this with any other game on Xbox One or Windows 10 PC or any Windows Xbox Live games ever, because it's not bad, because this is what they wanted to do with it. It's not badly designed. It's just pure evil for Microsoft to do this, really. So let me know what you guys agree or think about, this topic, because it's pretty big. There's a lot of people complaining on forums about it, and it's just surprising to see that Microsoft would just be like, hey, here's a popular series and we're gonna make it pay to basically win at this point, or pay to enjoy rather. And I think I would rather record gameplay and watch me race because of how beautiful it looks than to actually race, because that's how frustrating they make this game in order for you to unlock shit in it. So drop a like, subscribe, share this video, share on Twitter, whatever you fucking use, whatever, it's all social media. So thank you guys for watching. I know it's just me ranting about a video game that I'm mad about, but that's what I do for entertainment, I guess. So I will see you guys next time.